Mm. we go. There's something magical about reclining, closing your eyes in the sun, and feeling the sun kind of pierce through your eyelids. Sounds a bit violent, but you know what I mean. And I feel like I used to do that a lot when I was younger, like a kid, like a child. But I had a really cool moment today. I was at the park with my daughter. She's only 1.5 years old. We climbed up the play structure together. I'm kind of hanging out at the top near the slides. And she just kind of leaned back and was lying against my arm and smiling, just reaching up and kind of playing with my beard. Her eyes weren't closed, but the sun was kind of like on her cheek, and I could tell it was warming her cheek, and she looked so happy. And I understood how she felt, and I was so happy to be a part of that. It's a very good moment for me. And I think it was for her too. Although, I feel like she has a lot of good moments. She's a very happy kid. warm weather is pretty cool. I'm ready for it. I can hang out here, do this with you, but more importantly, I can go to the park with my daughter and have more moments like that one. It's relatively quiet. I can certainly hear a lot of neighborly things happening. There's some music, a good deal of cars. Some other noises I can't account for. But I really have to listen for it. Depending on how I edit the sound, you might not be able to hear it at all. Still, I wouldn't mind some true silence. Now that it is warming up, well, at least it seems to be, I want to start doing some sort of a hike at least once a weekend. And if I go early enough, like real early, like 5:30, I can go alone before my daughter wakes up. And maybe I can bring a little pipe if I find the right place. Find a quiet spot. And do it up with you. Maybe. We'll see. Feeling pretty good about this combo. I showed you a minute ago, but smoking Seattle Pipe Club's Virginia Jazz. I always forget the model number. This is a Savinelli. Where is it? 601. That's what it is. Obviously rusticated. And it is my favorite pipe for Virginia's or Virginia-based blends. And then I've got Powers John's Lane Irish Whiskey, 12 years old. And from this I get kind of a purple fruit roll-up, or like a fig jam. I don't know, both of those things really are some prominent notes. Some grass. And then the whiskey is honey and shortbread cookies. So those things go together well. Yeah, it's freaking good. I do have a Peterson, because I know what you're thinking. You're drinking Irish whiskey and you're smoking out of an Italian pipe. What kind of a sick bastard are you? My Peterson, at this point, is pretty much dedicated to English blends. So I just, I'd rather not smoke a Virginia in there. I don't think it's going to be the best experience. But I have been flirting with the idea of getting another Peterson. the Peterson Church Warden, because while I used to smoke almost exclusively Englishes, at this point, I am a lot more likely to reach for a Virginia blend, or at the very least like a Burley. Englishes tend to save for more inclement weather. So it wouldn't hurt to have another Church Warden for that. Plus, if I get one this week, I can have an Irish pipe, Irish whiskey experience on St. Patrick's Day. It should be fun. Fingers crossed that can happen. Fingers crossed it can happen on the porch. I've got some friends who are supposed to come over and smoke on the porch with me, but currently let me double check. Currently, the forecast says we're going to get a high of 42, which is not really going to do it for me. We can just bring that up to like a 55 or something. Otherwise, we'll have to go to the lounge, which I don't mind. But I won't be able to drink as freely. Not like I'm going to go crazy or anything, but I don't know, especially as a dad, I have no interest in having any more than a single dram of something and then driving. I mean, it's never a good idea. And I think I just tend to avoid bad ideas more than I used to now that I'm a father. It's not me dealing with consequences. It's me and my family. And as much as I've been rude to myself in the past, I don't think I can be rude to my family. I forgot how good Virginia Jazz is. This is reminding me why I have 3 tins in my cellar. It's freaking good. I'm starting to get kind of like a white pepper note as well. It builds up. Yeah. Man, it's like it's gonna be Virginia season sooner than I know it. It's already March. Although I guess I guess summer is really the Virginia season. Spring, I don't know what to do with spring. I know that this is nice and feels springy. I was also smoking some Maltese Falcon the other day during a rainier day. I mean, given it's not technically spring yet, but that felt right. Maybe I should do a video about some good blends to enjoy in the spring. That'd be fun. And it would get me thinking about it. Sort of preparing my roster, if you will. Probably with stuff that's already opened. Because I have way too much that's open. You can always just buy more jars, I suppose. But yeah, that'd be a fun one. I think a lot of my viewership likes reviews. And I've only ever done one, like, list video. It was a top 10 tobaccos of 2023. But that video seems to be the most popular video that I have. It seems to be accumulating views faster than any other video has before. So maybe I should give the people what they want. As long as I consider it relaxing, then I won't feel like I'm breaching the integrity of the channel. And that does seem relaxing. So yeah, I don't know. If you're hanging out, if you're here watching, let me know. Is that a video you'd be interested in seeing? Top, I don't know, I'd probably do like five pipe tobaccos to enjoy in the spring. I've already got 2 of them. I suppose while we're talking, let me know what you're up to right now. Are you also relaxing? Are you smoking a pipe? Are you smoking a cigar? What are you smoking? What pipe are you smoking out of? Are you on a walk? Are you swimming with waterproof earbuds and just listening to me? Or do you have like a waterproof device and you're watching me and you're underwater with snorkeling gear, let me know. That would be pretty cool if you were. Talking too much. This past year has seen a pretty good deal of growth for the channel. Currently, I think I'm around 650 subscribers. Which, if I'm being honest, is kind of a big old surprise to me. Because this really is just me relaxing, and I don't know, I decided to turn a camera on one day, so that's pretty cool. I've also had a chance to chit-chat with some of you guys in the comments and gotten some recommendations from you that I've gone on to try and enjoy, and I like the community. Anyway, what I was getting at is I do think I'm going to hit 1,000 at some point. I'm going to have to do something to celebrate that. I already bought some extra corn cobs, and I've been aging some Savinelli Brunello flake for about a year now. That I was planning to give away to one of you. So maybe I'll do that for 1,000 subscribers. What I'm wondering is, would it be a reasonable goal? Well, I'm not even going to say a goal, because I don't have any control over who subscribes, but a reasonable expectation, I should say, that I will have 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Please excuse me while I look at my channel here and see if that's something that might happen. So, I correct myself. I'm not quite at 650, I'm at 638 right now. Okay, so we look at 28 days. We'll just call it a month. It says I've gotten 56 subscribers in the past month, more or less. So, yeah, I think that is a reasonable expectation. As long as that trend keeps up. Now, giving away some aged tobacco and some corn cobs and, I don't know, maybe like a little pipe stand or something. That seems like a must. And that'd be fun for you guys for sure. It'd be fun for me. But what could I do to celebrate for myself? If you have any ideas, let me know. Because I'd like to do something to kind of treat myself as well. Man, this is a nice day. I thought it was going to be a little bit windier, but it's, at least right now, it's just perfect. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but I got some bird friends chirping away over there as well. I really, really like whiskey. It's just such a good choice. if you're a drinking man or a drinking woman. I think it shares similarities with the pipe. In particular with Virginia tobacco. Because, from my experience, you have to sip on Virginia tobacco at a nice, slow, steady pace. In order to really enjoy it and experience the flavors and not get tongue bite. and whiskey, you have to take very small sips in order to enjoy the flavor of that and not just blow out your palate and get smacked with alcohol. And as a result, it's a responsible thing to drink, I think. I mean, look how slowly I'm working through this. And I'm really enjoying the hell out of it, too. I'm just finding myself full of ideas right now that I'm excited about. Like 5 tobaccos for spring. That sounds fun. But maybe doing like a whiskey and tobacco pairing would also be fun. These two definitely work well together. But I know there's probably some better combinations I can find. At the very least, I could do some dedicated videos where I experiment with pairings, let you know how they go. And then if I find some really good ones, I could do, I don't know, like another little list of 5 pairings that work well together, something like that. But the fun doesn't end there. I like rum too. There's not a ton of rum that I love to sip on. Well, more specifically, there's probably only one type of rum that I like to sip on currently that I've found. Called Foursquare. And recently I've been playing around a little bit more with tequila. So that could be fun. And again, I would like your opinion, if you have one. If that's something that you'd enjoy, let me know. Or if it's something you would choose not to watch, I'd be curious to know that as well. At the end of the day, I'm probably just going to do whatever I want, because I don't know, that's kind of what I like to do on this channel. But if enough of you were telling me not to do it, I would also probably listen to you. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but I feel reinvigorated in life. I think a couple weeks ago I was sitting here talking to you, and I might have mentioned that I wanted to maybe start working on my video game again. Now that I have ChatGPT to help me with coding, which is, certainly my weakness, or one of my weaknesses. Well, I did actually start working on my video game again. And I've made a lot of progress in the last 2 weeks. And ChatGPT has been very helpful. There's, there's an amount of back and forth that you need to get through in order to get certain things done. But compare that to the amount of time it would take me to find someone on YouTube or even in a forum who knows enough to solve my problem. Specifically for my project, it's exponentially smaller, exponentially less time. So I'm excited to be able to just focus on designing a game that I find fun and not having to worry about hunting down the coding knowledge that I need for every little detail of the mechanics. The game itself is a Super Nintendo style, like 16-bit. Pixel art game. Partially because I know that small size of game is going to be easy to manage, and even if I'm really inefficient with my coding, I won't run out of memory or anything, or it won't perform poorly. At least I hope. And mostly right now it's a puzzle game. Sorry, the more I talk, the more I have to relight this thing. And you're a little slime monster. That's your character. And you're going to be in a room, or like I don't know. Technically, right now, you're outside in the woods. You just need to get to the next screen. But to do so, you have to solve a little puzzle. You've got enemies wandering around that can kill you. And then you've got little power-ups that you can get. As a slime, you can absorb one of the elements. And I want to have one for each element. But right now, so far, I just have fire. And if you absorb fire, you can shoot fire. And you can burn bushes. And you can burn certain types of enemies. But there's only so many little fires available. So if you need to burn a bush to get to the exit, and you waste your fire burning one of the enemies, then you're out of luck. But I'll have different mechanics for the different elements that you can absorb. And the whole reason you're, trying to escape and going somewhere is you're trying to get basically across the border to a different realm where slimes are not thought of as a nuisance, because nobody likes slimes. And everyone's just trying to kill you. So you're trying to find the promised land. Or you know where it is, but you're trying to get to it. And that's more or less the premise of the game. But I was thinking it'd be fun to also incorporate some boss battles where you can have a little fight. And you're just forced to do battle with a big bad. And then it might also be fun to have some different types of levels beyond the puzzle screens, which I think will be the majority of the game, but maybe you could have an option, if you go this way, you have another puzzle screen, but if you go this way, then you're just outrunning a bunch of monsters or something. I don't know. I'm still considering all the different types of gameplay that can be incorporated. I don't want to have too many, because then the game won't really have an identity, but I think it'd be fun to switch it up and have at least a few types of ways to play. Yeah, so that's the game. My pipe wants my attention, so I think I'm going to leave you here and finish this by myself. But I do hope you're having a fantastic and relaxing day. And I want to thank you for hanging out.